Pierce told me you and your partner are the ones to talk to about Survivor Series. But there's no need for a big discussion. I'm in.
That sounds a lot more like a demand than a request.
It's not a demand. It's the way you're gonna win. If there's a man in WWE who can tear down CM Punk and everything he represents, it's me.
I'm not even sure you could draw him out, though. Punk's been hiding down in Orlando, surrounded by his army of followers. It's a fortress.
Brother, trolling cowardly moron Punk is one of the great joys in my life. I'll get him so mad, he won't be able to resist coming out of his spider hole.
How are you going to do that? It's going to take more than simple name-calling.
Okay. Remember when Punk had a midlife crisis and became a failed MMA fighter?
Yep. Not his finest hour.
Nope. And you know he just lies awake at night, stewing in his failure. Now you put me on your Survivor Series team, I'm gonna revisit his little foray into MMA to show him how a real fighter takes care of business.
Damn. That would drive Punk nuts.
So what do you say? Ready to roll with me all the way through Survivor Series?
Man, I am so ready to troll CM Punk. I just wish I could see the look on his face when you rake him over the coals.
Great! Then grab yourself some popcorn and a seat at the backstage monitor, because I'm gonna go out there and prove that MMA is just one more thing that I do better than cowardly moron Punk.
Drew McIntyre sporting a different look for this MMA rules match. As soon as CM Punk revealed himself as the leader of Mutiny, you had to know that Drew McIntyre would call him out. Leading into Punk's MMA career is a surefire way to get his attention.
MMA rules means we're about to see Drew hit even harder.
Look at the focus and drive in his eyes, ready to prove he's the best this division has to offer.
Here's a person with a lot of spirit and some skill.
This is the best talent the GM could afford? Ugh, I shudder to think of what they spend on catering.
Well, actually, the GM asked me to bring in my favorite vegan recipes.
Oh, great. And the GM's gonna pay for that slop?
Wait, I was supposed to get paid? Not the other way around? The odds are not on this competitor's side, but if they can envision a path to victory, they can make it a reality.
The only path to victory is their opponent spontaneously combusting when the bell rings.
See? There's always a path to victory.
The following is an underground match. The only ways to win are by knockout or submission. Introducing first, from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre. And from Louisville, Kentucky, weighing in at 260 pounds, Adrian Buck.
Drew McIntyre is taking a shot across CM Punk's bow with his MMA-style match, attire and all.
And you have to think it's going to send Punk's blood pressure through the roof.
Suplex. Just got thrown around like a sack of you-know-what. Have you ever seen a human being tossed like that?
Insulting. I don't think there was anything necessary about that.
Oh, that just looks like it busted him open.
And a stop to the gut, too. Oh.
East River crossing. Adrian looking helpless to every attack.
Yeah, Buck's got to slow down this assault. Just getting bounced off the ring post. Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here. To the sky.
Whoa, what a landing.
Trying to do as much damage as humanly possible.
But at what cost? Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off. He'll take things into the ring.
We're seeing pure aggression from McIntyre.
Scary to think what Drew has in store next.
Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
And a stomp to the gut.
McIntyre gets met with a response.
Drew fending him off.
Oh, brutal forearm. Bang! Mounting their downed opponent and firing off a series of blows.
Oh, foot just stomping down.
Kick to the gut. Arms hooked. Knockout victory. This one is over.
Here is your winner, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre just sent a message straight to CM Punk.
And that message is, anything you can do, I can do better. Your move, Punk.
Drew McIntyre, my old buddy. You crawled out from under your troll bridge to try to call me out again. We've been going back and forth for so long, I can barely remember what got your skivvies in a bunch to begin with. It doesn't really matter though, does it? Because every time you step to CM Punk, you end up red-faced and humiliated. But now I hear you want to be one of WWE's chosen ones at Survivor Series to take on Mutiny. We've all seen how you excel as a chosen one. There can be only one, and you ain't it, Drew. You want CM Punk so bad? Well, you're gonna get your wish when CM Punk shows up at Raw next week, looks you in your creepy eyes in the middle of that ring and slaps that dumb beard off your doofus face. Again.
Do you see Punk's rant? You've definitely got him riled up.
That was the plan.
It's good to have him off his game. But when Punk says he's showing up here to confront you tonight, I would assume there's going to be some kind of mutiny trap.
Well, that's the safest bet you're ever going to make. Here's the thing. If he springs a trap on me, he'll probably pop his shoulder out of his socket, so I'm not terribly worried.
Punk may be made out of fine china, but Mutiny has plenty of badasses on their roster, and they could come from anywhere. So I'm still gonna watch your back.
Good man. You watch for Mutiny backstage, I'll meet Punk in the ring. This goes right, that little creep isn't gonna make it to Survivor Series.
It's the Scottish Warrior ready to get his hands on CM Punk.
I'm honestly surprised CM Punk agreed to face Drew McIntyre here tonight on Raw.
Maybe Punk was sick of running, Byron. At a certain point, you have to show up and get what's coming to you.
We are so close to CM Punk catching a Claymore.
That's not CM Punk. It's Kevin Owens.
And his opponent, from Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 266 pounds, Kevin Owens.
You can feel the fury coming off of Drew McIntyre right now in waves, staring at this CM Punk imposter, Kevin Owens.
Punk might be having a laugh sitting at home right now, but KO is about to pay the price. Punk might have pulled a big switch, but now KO's in trouble. Typical CM Punk, sending one of his lieutenants in to fight for him.
Punk promised that Drew would see him in the ring this week, not KO, a.k.a. knock off Owens.
The last thing I want to do is give CM Punk any credit, but it was Drew who started the trolling last week. What we're watching right now is the receipt.
East River crossing!
Mounting their downed opponent and firing off a series of blows and a stomp to the gut.
To the gut. Oh, just deadlifting their opponent and tossing them aside.
Owens running into some trouble. Owens needs to find an opening.
Stomping. Ouch.
Soaring. Picture perfect leg drop from the top.
From the top.
Elbow drop. Good Lord.
Takes another trip to the skies, and it pays off once again.
Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
Suplex. Grabbing the arms and just rapid stomps. Oh, barbaric amount of stomps. McIntyre now with an unrelenting attack.
This is what it feels like to run into a competitor like McIntyre.
Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the officials' count.
Kick to the gut. Arms hooked. The future shock DDT.
And battling out a very unsafe and precarious area.
There's plenty of ways this could go wrong fighting up on the stage like this.
Drew is setting him up for the Claymore. That'll take his head.
What the hell? That's Lex's King.
Oh, we've got another CM Punk out here.
Gigi Dolan out of nowhere with a high knee. And here comes KO to direct traffic.
This pack of punks are taking Drew McIntyre apart. I don't like the looks of this. Go to sleep.
Clearly, they're sending a message from CM Punk.
Come on, get in here. Is that all you got?
Insult meet injury. GG Punk's got Drew McIntyre in the Anaconda Vice.
We need some help out here. Is anyone in the locker room going to stop this mutiny assault?
This is a major setback in the war against Mutiny.
And Punk didn't even need to show up.
Drew McIntyre called out CM Punk, and now he's been beaten up by a whole army of them.
Where in the hell were you? You were supposed to be watching my back.
I would have if the army of punks hadn't jumped me before they came out to get you. Great security, Pierce.
I'm not taking the fall for this one. You and McIntyre lit the fuse by antagonizing Punk and Mutiny.
Antagonized Mutiny? You daft? Punk's bunch of brainless mannequins have been attacking WWE since the night of the draft. We didn't start any of this.
Guys, we can aim at each other in a circular firing squad or turn our ammunition on Mutiny.
No, you're right. But so far, we've gotten the appetizers and not the meal. How can we get the real CM Punk in the ring?
Trust me. I'll get Punk in that ring. You just give me a live microphone next week.
Deal.
When all of Punk's mini-me's show up, and they will show up.
This time, I'll be ready for them.
McIntyre is in a familiar position here.
I have a feeling Drew is about to drop a pipe bomb of his own.
You know, they say time is a flat circle, and that sure is the case with Can't Mend Punk. Here's how it always goes. Punk shows up to great fanfare. He gathers an entourage of weak, sad, desperate people who buy enough of his knockoff cult leader garbage to follow him off a cliff. Then he has a tantrum, and he goes home, leaving everyone who trusted him broken in a ravine at the bottom of that cliff. Just look at the splintered locker rooms this vile cancer leaves in his wake, and you'll see.
Here we go.
If it's the real Punk this time.
It's him. CM Punk is here.
This is what Drew wanted.
I want to talk right down to earth in a language that even Drew McIntyre can easily understand. Here it is, Drew. You need some new material. You've been the same whining crybaby since the machine anointed you the chosen one, and everybody laughed you out of the territory. I don't blame you if you don't remember that, but look it up. There's plenty of video online.
Hey, we're done talking. Now why don't you bring your brittle bones down here and we'll settle this the old-fashioned way.
Nah, not tonight. See, that's your problem. You're old-fashioned, and this is a whole new world. This will get settled, but not by me. Come on out, boys.
Yeah, about your mates. They've been delayed.
Is that Drew's sword?
It looks like it's trapped whoever Punk brought here from Mutiny. And not as confident now, are you, Punk?
He's getting the hell out of here.
No, he isn't.
And they've got Punk cornered.
Wait, there's KO.
McIntyre just leveled Kevin Owens.
Owens' distraction worked.
For Punk, maybe.
Kevin Owens is alone with two of the most dangerous men in WWE.
I'm not sure KO thought he was going to be the sacrifice for his fearless leader tonight.
Lay down with dogs, you get fleas, Saxton. Happens every time.
Oh, my goodness! Into the powerbomb.
Fight now working its way to the stage.
Nothing but glass screens and steel supports. So much can go wrong up there. Oof!
Punch right in the head.
Owens intercepts it. Oh, multiple rolling suplex.
Seeing them fighting on the stage like this is not going to end well.
He finds a counter to McIntyre there. Sliding into the ring now. One step ahead there.
Look at this.
Just launched his opponent.
Overhead, belly to belly.
And a stomp to the gut.
These superstars are displaying absolutely zero concern for their own well-being.
Yeah, nothing good can come of this. Trapping the arm, cross-face submit.
And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here. Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
And the probability of serious injury just skyrocketed as the action moves onto the staging area.
Ooh, that's how you dominate your opponent.
I honestly can't believe we just saw a human being tossed like that. Suplex. A plethora of weight.
And what he's looking for here looks like a potential submission maneuver coming. Arm is trapped, crossface submission. And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
I don't like this guy. And look at this now. Yes, applying the submission hold.
And he breaks his own submission.
Maybe his plan was just to soften his opponent with that hold. Tossing their opponent like they're nothing.
He'll make his
Great trouble here. Can he get it fully locked in? Arms trapped here. Kneeing his way out. And he's free. Uses an elbow to disrupt that attack.
Big boot. There are so many ways this thing can go bad, guys. That stage is not made for fighting.
Sharp elbow to the gut turns that one around.
clothesline.
Good Lord.
So effective.
Kick to the gut. Ooh, brutal forearm.
Pure chaos up on the entrance ramp now.
There's a very real risk of injury here.
Counter right when it was needed.
Here it comes.
Hooked up. And, oh, man, up and down with a twist.
McIntyre counters with power. Clothesline. And nothing good has ever come from fighting up on the stage.
He looks like he's about to put his opponent in their place.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
And he heads back into the ring. Taking this match to the outside.
And McIntyre is showboating right now.
To the gut.
I know what's next.
Oh, McIntyre.
Manhandling his opponent is Drew McIntyre.
Oh, he had the wherewithal to counter McIntyre. Snap suplex.
And his body seems to be the preferred target. He's got his sights locked in now.
Stepping out of the ring here. Look out!
Kevin Owens with the evasion. A terrible miscalculation. Missing a move like that can cost you more than the match.
Into a backdrop. Whip back into the ring.
Foot to the lower back. Look at all these curb stops.
Struggling to get back on his feet. Looking lost out there. Oh, I think the ring just moved.
Oh, McIntyre just launched his opponent. Overhead, belly to belly. Oh, and he gets discarded out of the ring. Heading to the top turnbuckle now. Taking this fight back into the ring.
Shades of the old EC-dub as a candlestick is introduced to the proceedings.
Boom!
Oh, so much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal. This capacity. Uh-oh, this is not going to look pretty. Submission being applied.
If it's locked in, it could be nap time. And he has to tap. Had to do it or risk serious injury.
He's climbing the turnbuckles to the top. Looking for something big here. He's leaving them flying and completely missed the mark.
Oh, hold on. Is he thinking of the submission here?
An uncanny showing of power. Trapping him in the submission. And the tap out isn't going to do anything. This is just torturous now. Oh, kendo stick right to the head. Boom! And McIntyre on the receiving end again.
Drew's getting cut off at the knees at every turn. Good defense.
Oh, man.
Drew's eyes are piercing. He's got one thing in mind.
And the official calls it. Clearly, they cannot fight any longer.
Kevin Owens was just made a sacrifice to CM Punk's ego with Punk's own move.
When KO wakes up after being locked in that Anaconda device, he should ask himself some serious questions about who he's chosen to follow.
This close. We were this close to taking Punk off the board.
He might have slipped away, but we did take out KO at least.
I bet he has some serious questions about Punk's leadership right now.
Your plan worked, Drew. Just not exactly the way you intended.
Not a total loss, but not the bruised knuckles I was hoping for.
Everyone wants to bruise their knuckles on CM Punk.
It's a win. Every bit of dissension inside Mutiny can help us win at Survivor Series.
Seriously, we couldn't have picked two better people to join our team.
Should we all hold hands and sing Kumbaya then? Or get to figuring out how we end Punk and Mutiny once and for all?
Let's focus on the battle at hand.
We can have a big karaoke party after Mutiny is defeated.
We're all agreed then. Victory, then karaoke. So what's our next move?
We need to go after the Unity titles. It's time to make a big statement.
Agreed. It's a huge feather in Punk's cap right now. Let's make sure Mutiny walks into Survivor Series without them.
Okay, but which two of us are going after the titles?
You two. There's no sense in letting Punk know we're all working together.
The less he knows, the better.
Great. Go get those Unity titles. We'll keep our Unity secret for now.